We all have one. That one broke friend that is always flat out broke, yet has 3 streaming services, a fridge full of Monster energy drinks, and somehow just bought another pair of expensive shoes. They'll cry about being broke while dropping cash on the dumbest stuff that keeps them broke. It's like watching someone dig their own grave with a golden shovel. Today we're breaking down 10 things broke people always have money for. And if you recognize yourself in this list, it's time for a brutal reality check. Welcome to Blue Chip Mindset, the winning mindset for success. If this video hurts your feelings but opens your wallet to better choices, smash that like button. Number 1. Daily Starbucks and energy drinks. Broke people will stand in line for 20 minutes to blow $6 on coffee that costs 50 cents to make it home. Every single day. That's over $2,190 a year on overpriced bean water. But they can't find $100 a month to invest. But I need my coffee. Yeah, we all need coffee. Rich people drink coffee too. They just don't pay luxury prices for basic caffeine. They buy a $20 coffee maker and call it a day. The same people who buy $4 energy drinks are the ones complaining that they can't afford to save money. Dude, you're literally drinking your emergency fund. That Red Bull habit? That's $1,460 a year down the drain. Add in those fancy coffee shop visits for afternoon pick-me-ups, and you're looking at over $3,000 annually just on caffeinated beverages. You could buy energy drink powder in bulk for $50 and get the same buzz for months. But convenience beats common sense when you're thinking with a broke mindset. Why plan ahead when you can pay triple the price for instant gratification? If you switched from daily Starbucks to home brewing and invested that $6 daily difference, after 5 years, you'd have over $12,000 in your investment account. But most broke people would rather have their Instagram-worthy cup than actual wealth. Number 2. Car payments that destroy their budget. Nothing says, I'm financially clueless, like a $750 car payment when you're making $35,000 a year. These people will finance a brand new car for 7 years just to look successful while living paycheck to paycheck. Here's the math they refuse to do. That $750 monthly payment over 7 years is $63,000 for a car that'll be worth maybe $20,000 when it's paid off. Congratulations, you just paid $63,000 for a $20,000 asset. That's not transportation, that's stupidity. But wait, it gets worse. Add in higher insurance costs, expensive maintenance on luxury features, and rapid depreciation, and that car is costing them closer to $80,000 over 7 years. Meanwhile, they could buy a decent used car for $15,000 cash and invest that $750 monthly at 6% interest. After 7 years, they'd have $78,000 in investments instead of a used car with 100,000 miles on it. What's the most expensive car payment you've seen someone take on when they clearly couldn't afford it? Drop it in the comments. Number 3. Designer everything to look rich. Broke people love spending money they don't have, on clothes they don't need, to impress people they don't like. They'll drop $200 on shoes while their rent is late. They'll buy designer jeans while eating ramen noodles for dinner. It's like they think expensive clothes will magically make them successful. Newsflash. Wearing a $200 pair of shoes doesn't make you rich. It makes you a broke person wearing expensive footwear. You know what actual rich people wear? Whatever's comfortable. Mark Zuckerberg wears the same gray t-shirt every day. Elon Musk shows up to Tesla events in basic jeans and a t-shirt. These guys are worth hundreds of billions and dress like they shop at Goodwill. They're not trying to prove anything to anybody because their bank account does the talking. But broke people think they need to look the part before they can play the part. I've seen people buy fake designer bags for $300 when they could have invested that money and bought the real thing later with the profits. Build wealth first, then worry about looking wealthy. Number 4. Premium phone plans they don't need. Broke people always have the most expensive phone plan with unlimited everything, even though they spend most of their time on free Wi-Fi. They're paying $100 or more monthly for unlimited data while complaining they can't afford to invest. They'll finance a new iPhone every year because their current phone is old after 12 months. That's another $50 or more monthly just to have the latest model that does the exact same thing as their previous phone. Why do you need unlimited everything when you're at home or work with Wi-Fi all day? You could get a basic plan for $30 and save $70 monthly. That's $840 a year that could go toward building actual wealth. But they need that premium plan for their social media addiction. Gotta have unlimited data to scroll through other people's success while doing nothing about their own life. Number 5. Subscription services they forget about. Broke people collect subscription services like Pokemon cards. Netflix, Hulu, Disney+, Spotify Premium, Amazon Prime, gym memberships they never use, 3 different streaming services for sports they watch twice a year, and multiple fitness apps they downloaded but never opened. They're bleeding $200 or more monthly on subscriptions but claim they can't afford to invest. Add in news subscriptions, gaming services, and those random apps that auto-renew, and you're looking at $2,400 or more a year on entertainment, while their future self gets nothing. Here's a crazy idea. Pick one streaming service and cancel the rest. Use the free version of Spotify with ads. Cancel that gym membership you haven't used since February. That money adds up fast when you're not throwing it at companies that don't care about your financial future. Number 6, eating out because cooking is hard. Many people will spend $15 on lunch every day because meal prep is too much work. That's $75 a week, $300 a month, $3,900 a year on food they could make at home for $60 a week. They'll order DoorDash and pay $25 for a $12 meal because they're too lazy to drive 5 minutes. Add in those $8 coffee shop sandwiches, $6 smoothies, and weekend brunch splurges, and they're easily spending $800 or more monthly on food. Then they wonder why they can't save money. You're literally eating your wealth, one overpriced meal at a time. Meal prep takes 2 hours on Sunday, 2 hours to save $250 or more a week. But they'd rather watch Netflix and complain about being broke while spending money they don't have on food they could make better at home. Number 7, concert and event tickets. It's amazing the number of people that'll drop $300 on concert tickets for their favorite musician while their credit card is maxed out. They'll buy expensive sports tickets and sit in debt for months just for 3 hours of entertainment. But it doesn't stop there. They'll pay $400 for music festival tickets, $200 for VIP experiences, and another $150 for comedy shows or theater events. Then they'll spend another $100 on overpriced stadium food and drinks because why not make it even more expensive? But it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience, you tell yourself. So is financial freedom, but you're choosing temporary fun over permanent wealth. That $300 could be the start of an emergency fund, but instead it's going towards screaming at someone on stage who doesn't even know or care you exist. Rich people go to concerts too, but they buy tickets they can actually afford without going into debt. They understand the difference between enjoying life and destroying their financial future for entertainment. Number 8, hair, nails, and beauty treatments. This one's mainly for the ladies, but some guys are guilty too. Women will drop $250 or more monthly on hair, nails, and beauty treatments while swearing they can't afford to invest a dime. That's over $3,000 a year in temporary beauty treatments that need to be redone every few weeks. Add in expensive skincare routines, trendy cosmetics, lash extensions, Botox treatments, and whatever beauty procedure is popular on TikTok, and they're easily spending $4,000 or more annually on looking good while staying broke. Look, everyone wants to look good, but you're prioritizing looking broke and beautiful over being rich and beautiful. You could learn to do basic maintenance at home and save thousands annually. And let's be real, we all know you're using filters anyway, so does all that extra money on makeup really make a difference? You're spending thousands to look good in person, but filtering everything for social media. Make it make sense. Number 9, alcohol and smoking habits. This one fascinates me the most. No matter how broke someone is, they seem to always have a fresh pack of smokes or a bottle of booze in the house, and both are ridiculously expensive habits. A pack-a-day smoking habit runs $8 daily. That's $2,920 yearly that could be building wealth instead of going up in smoke. But somehow cigarettes are essential while their future is optional. Then there's the weekend bar scene. They'll drop $100 or more on overpriced drinks for a few hours, complaining the whole time about how expensive everything is. The irony is lost on them. These same people will buy premium alcohol, craft beer, and hit up every happy hour in town, easily burning through $5,000 or more annually. But ask them to invest $400 monthly, and suddenly they're broke. You know what's actually expensive? Being 50 with no savings because you prioritized bar tabs over building wealth. That $5,000 invested annually becomes $70,000 in 10 years, but they'd rather have another round than actual financial freedom. Number 10, vacations on credit cards. Here's the crown jewel of financial stupidity, financing a vacation they can't afford to post photos they think people care about. They'll put $3,000 on credit cards for a week-long trip and spend the next 2 years paying it off with interest. That vacation becomes a $4,000 or more expense after interest, and they'll do it again next year because I work hard and deserve a vacation. You know what you deserve? Financial peace of mind, not debt-financed temporary happiness. They'll stress about money for months while paying off a vacation that lasted 1 week. Meanwhile, they could have taken a budget-friendly trip and invested the difference. Rich people take vacations too, but they save up and pay cash. They don't mortgage their future for social media content. Here's the brutal truth. Broke people stay broke because they prioritize feeling rich over being rich. They want the lifestyle without the discipline. They want the results without the sacrifice. Every dollar you waste on this stuff is a dollar that can't compound and grow. Every stupid purchase is a choice to stay broke longer. The choice is yours. Look rich now and stay broke forever, or live below your means now and actually become rich later. Drop a comment and tell me one or two things I left off this list that broke people always seem to have money for. I might just make a part 2 based on your responses.